Right, children. So, in the previous class, we have discussed about some of the biotic and abiotic factors, and we have said that an ecosystem is a autonomous, self-sustaining, energy-driven system of living and non-living beings, where they are interacting with one another and maintaining a constant ratio or balance. Okay, so I'll define it once again. It is a autonomous, energy-driven system of living and non-living beings where they are where they are interacting with one another and creating a or keeping a balance. Okay, so that is very important. The organism and the abiotic thing both are depending on one another. You cannot say that what the abiotic thing has to be done by the biotic things, or what the biotic thing has to be done by the abiotic thing. Both are living, both are maintaining each other in a perfect balance. Okay, that will study in the further parts of this chapter. Chलिए, we have to start with the major abiotic factors today.
The PDF shared नहीं हो रही.
PDF नहीं दिख रही है. Okay. So major abiotic factors, what we have to see is that is temperature, light, soil and water are the four factors which we have said yesterday. ठीक है. Now we shall continue with one by one with them. The very first thing is temperature. Okay, temperature is the most important factor. You know that the organism which you see around you all are well adapted for a particular range of temperature. You just omit human being. Human को हटा दीजिए. Can you imagine that the cows and the buffaloes and the goat and the sheep को छोड़ दीजिए, goat and the other organisms which you see here will be able to survive in the north or south poles? Of course no, because there the temperature is sub-zero. वहाँ तो temperature -60, -70 तक जा रहा है, and these bodies will able to lose lot of heat from their body and they will die. Moreover, they are eating grass, but हम अभी घास की बात नहीं कर रहे. We are only considering the temperature. So, set temperature is the most important criteria. What is the criteria? Temperature. That is, those polar bears which have an ability of survival at the polar region, they have very well adapted to maintain the body temperature because of the thick layer of hair, thick layer of fat. Same is with the seals, same is with the other aquatic organisms which are found in the polar region. They have got the thick layer of bubblers which are protecting the heat that is from their inside body to outside. So the temperature plays a very important role. पढ़ते क्या लिखा? टेम्परेचर इज द मोस्ट इकोलॉजिकली रिलेवेंट एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर एंड यू आर अवेयर अबाउट द एवरेज टेम्परेचर ऑन द लैंड दैट वेरी सीजनली. If you talk in our own place, that is Kota. Of course, in exam you need not to write Kota and all, but you can write on our country. ठीक है, तो वहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं टेम्परेचर. यहाँ पे कोटा की बात कर रहा हूँ. अभी सर्दियाँ शुरू हो गई हैं. नाउ यू विल फाइंड दैट इन द पीक विंटर, दैट इज बाय द 20th December and onwards, you will find that the temperature in the night or early morning will reach somewhere about 3 degrees, 4 degrees or even below that. And in the same place during summer, the temperature was somewhere about 48 degrees Celsius, 49 degrees Celsius. कहते हैं हमें कि 50 हो गया, 50 कोटा में तो नहीं होता, but anyway you can say anything. So there is a great range, that is the same organism which are able to survive in the medium temperature to the lowest of lower 4 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius and highest of highest to 45-48 degrees Celsius. So they should have an ability. जो नहीं होते हैं, they either have some other type of mechanism to protect from the lowering of temperature or excessive temperature, or we will study about them in this portion. Okay, देखते हैं क्या बताता है. It ranges from the sub-zero level in the polar areas of or at the higher altitudes to 50 degrees Celsius, more than 50 degrees Celsius in the tropical desert in summers. There are, however, unique habitats such as thermal spring and the deep sea hydrothermal vents where the temperature may even exceed 100 degrees Celsius. ठीक है, just in that particular region where the heat is escaping from the what you call from the underground, there the temperature may even reach up to 100 degrees Celsius, and there also organisms are surviving. We have studied that the organisms are survived in the thermoacidophils for the bacteria, which were even able to survive in the hot water spring with the high sulfur content and sulfuric acid content. Sulfuric acid is actually made by them. Okay. In general knowledge, the mango trees do not and cannot be grown in the temperate countries like Canada and Germany. आप कितनी भी कोशिश कर लीजिए, even if you are able to grow them, they will not flower. Even if they flower, they will not be able to produce fruit. Even if they produce fruit, the fruit will be small. मतलब now I am putting so many, even because we are human beings, we can artificially create condition. हम उसको ग्रीन हाउस में डाल देंगे, हम ऐसा कर देंगे, वैसा कर देंगे, कुछ ना कुछ कर देंगे, बट फिर भी the result will be not as good as the result which we get in India. So India is the mango capital. सबसे ज़्यादा मैंगोज वर्ल्ड में इंडिया बनाता है, ठीक है, बिकॉज द कंडीशंस विच आर रिक्वायर्ड फॉर देम आर देयर. And if you are to go to any place, if you have gone to the hilly areas in India, that is, अगर आप दार्जिलिंग गए हैं, दार्जिलिंग नहीं आप क्या कहते हैं कुल्लू गए हैं, मनाली गए हैं, उस टाइप के जो प्लांट हैं वहाँ पे, those plants are not found here, and those plants which are found here are not found there. Neither if you go to down south, वहाँ पर hardly you get neem tree. ठीक है, तो those type of conditions which are required here are different from the other places. So plants जो है उसी हिसाब से जिएगा. In general knowledge, the mango trees, हाँ हमने पढ़ लिया. Now ऐसे क्या, snow leopards are not found in Kerala. It will be funny thing. Not even zoo. ठीक है, Kerala forest, and tuna fish are rarely caught beyond tropical latitude of the ocean. ठीक है, तो उनको डीप चाहिए, वहीं पे मिलेंगे, है ना. यू कैन readily appreciate the significance of temperature on the living organism when you realize that it affects the kinetics of the enzyme. Now what is temperature doing? The temperature is actually playing a very significant role. क्यों? देखिए, there are two very important things. पहली बात तो क्या है, that is the kinetics of chemical reaction or enzyme, है ना. enzymes की बात करते हैं. enzymes are all made up of proteins, and proteins can tolerate a temperature up to a certain extent, because if the temperature goes beyond that level, then that proteins denatures. प्रोटीन क्या होता है, खराब हो जाता है, ठीक है, तो वो कोगुलेट हो जाएंगे, वो खराब हो जाएंगे, वो बेकार हो जाएंगे, एंड देन दे विल नॉट बी एबल टू परफॉर्म दैट सेम एक्टिविटी विच they were performing in the normal condition. ठीक है, so that is why those organisms which are living in the normal meso condition, they whenever they are, that is the temperature rises, most of them dies. ठीक है, while we are cooking food, cooking food not only enhances taste, not only make our food suitable, but one of the reason is that we are killing the germs. ठीक है, when your fridge goes out of order, or suppose there is no power supply for 2 days, 3 days due to some reason or other, then if you got a milk, what you will do? You will keep warming it during summers. You will keep warming it 2 or 3 times in a day, so that the germs which are there, which will produce lactic acid and which will lower the pH and they will cause the coagulation of the milk, हम उन germs को पनपने ही नहीं देंगे. Before they increase in number and they cause sufficient amount of lactic acid, before that we will boil it and we will kill all the germs. तो killing क्यों हो रहा है? Because their enzyme spoils. On the other hand, when we keep that in the fridge, then also we are lowering the temperature to so less that the kind of enzyme's ability, that is the chemical reaction, rate of chemical reaction lowers. So all these are actually the chemical reactions. We are surviving because of the chemical reactions. We are able to do any kind of activity because of the chemical reaction, and all these chemical reactions are performed by enzymes. Enzymes are the catalyst. तो वो तब तक काम नहीं करेंगे जब तक suitable temperature नहीं हो. If the temperature goes beyond or below, both the cases are harmful, dangerous. ठीक है. Now, just now I said there are some organisms which were able to survive even in the 100 degrees Celsius temperature. That is because they had certain kind of enzyme. They had a special type of enzyme. We already studied about the Tech Aquaticus जो अपन ने पढ़ा था in case of PCR में. ठीक है, तो वहाँ they had a special type of enzyme. ठीक है, Tech DNase or ligase, sorry. तो वो कैसे एंजाइम था, that was not bothered or that was not spoiled even in the high temperature. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी चीज़ है. Now a few organisms can tolerate and thrive in the wide range of temperature. तो उसके लिए हम कहेंगे यूरीथर्मल, ठीक है। यूरी ये वर्ड जो होते हैं डेवलप के लिए होते हैं, ज़्यादा अच्छे के लिए होते हैं। एंड जो एक छोटी सी रेंज में रह सकते हैं उनको हम कहेंगे स्टेनो, ठीक है। अभी तो इन दिनों तो वी डोंट हैव दैट पोस्ट अवेलेबल, बट प्रीवियसली व्हेन दिस रिकॉर्डर्स एंड ऑल हैड नॉट कम, तो जितने भी मैनेजर्स होते थे उनके एक वो होते थे स्टेनोग्राफर। नाउ व्हाट वाज द स्टेनोग्राफर वाज डूइंग दैट, जो मैनेजर होते थे वो अपने रिवॉल्विंग चेयर पे बैठ करके और अपने स्टेनो को बुला लेते थे और उनको क्या कहते हैं डिक्टेशन देते थे कि भाई टाइप दिस लेटर, सेंड दिस लेटर टू देम। तो दे आर सिंपली स्पीकिंग एज इफ आई एम स्पीकिंग। नाउ व्हाट स्पीड आई एम स्पीकिंग यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू राइट इफ यू आर टू मेक नोट्स। तो स्टेनो क्या होते हैं, दैट इज दे हैव मेड सम लाइन और सम स्ट्रोक्स फॉर ईच वर्ड, सो वो फट लिख लेते थे। So whenever politics are speaking something, the speech used to be written in that. तो steno क्या short में लिखना है, short hand. The other word used for the stenographers was short hand. तो शॉर्ट हैंड क्या होता था, जब पूरा इतना बड़ा डॉक्यूमेंट होता था दैट दे एबल टू राइट इन अ स्मॉल लेटर पैड इन अ वेरी इन थिंग। तो स्टेनो एक खास है। तो स्टेनो का मतलब होता है शॉर्टन्ड मतलब यहाँ पे क्या स्टेनोथर्मल मतलब शॉर्ट रेंज ऑफ टेम्परेचर, ठीक है। यूरी मतलब डेवलप, तो वो बड़े के ग्रेट डिफरेंस को भी टॉलरेट कर सकते हैं। तो स्टेनोथर्मल आर दोज ऑर्गन्स व्हिच आर लिविंग इन द माइक्रो हैबिटेट so that they can maintain their temperature into that particular environment. वो जिस जगह पर रह रहे हैं वहाँ का टेम्परेचर वो इस तरह से। नाउ सपोज टर्माइट इज लिविंग अंडर द रॉक, outside temperature may be anything, under the rock where the temperature is going to be affected. So वो एक माइक्रो हैबिटेट में रह रहे हैं, वहाँ पे टेम्परेचर ठीक है, हार्डली मैटर बाहर क्या होता है। हम भी तो माइक्रो हैबिटेट में रह रहे हैं, वी आर ऑल्सो लिविंग इन अ हाउस एंड इन अ हाउस ऑल्सो इन अ बेडरूम एंड बेडरूम ऑल्सो इन द क्विल्ट वेयर द टेम्परेचर वी आर मेंटेन टू द मोस्ट कोजी एंड suitable temperature. Outside temperature may be 4 degree, 3 degree, 8 degree, 15 degrees. What difference does it make to us? Because we are in a microhabitat. Same is with the AC and all. Now animals cannot do that. So वो क्या है, ऐसी जगह तलाश लेते हैं where the temperature are not varying that much. Okay, तो stenothermal, the level of the thermal tolerance in the different species determine to a large extent their geographical distribution. तो those eurythermal जो हैं, they will be able to found in the longer places or more places than the stenothermal. Stenothermal will be found distributed only in a limited range. Okay, now when we talk about the polar bear, they are stenothermal. उनका तो रेंज कहाँ पर है, वो केवल ठंडी जगहों पे मिलेंगे, तो they will be seen found in the polar regions only. If you want to bring them in the quota where the temperature is so much, they will not be able to survive. ठीक है, तो वो एक इनका, तो ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन इसी बात पे डिपेंड कर रहा है। सेम इज विद द प्लांट, चलो एनिमल तो अप टू अ सर्टेन एक्सटेंट दे कैन मेंटेन द बॉडी टेम्परेचर, बट प्लांट्स कैन नॉट एट ऑल। चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं, क्या लिखा है इन द, ये क्वेश्चन बनता है ऐसे कैसे, इन रीसेंट ईयर्स देयर हैज बीन ग्रोइंग कंसर्न अबाउट द ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीजिंग एवरेज ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर। इफ दिस ट्रेंड कंटिन्यूज, would you expect the distributional range of some of the species to be affected? Of course, this is written average temperature. Average temperature is world's average, but it is not same everywhere. Those places where lot of industries are there, those places where lot of क्या कहते हैं rocky areas are there, where the temperature increases greatly. ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ द पॉल्यूशन, बिकॉज ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रियल स्मोक, बिकॉज ऑफ द टू मच ऑफ ऑटोमोबाइल्स एंड ऑल, इनके कारण वो पर्टिकुलर प्लेस द टेम्परेचर इज एवरेज टेम्परेचर नहीं बात कर रहे हैं। एवरेज टेम्परेचर तो फूल करने वाली चीज़ है। एवरेज इनकम मैंने बताया आपको, 1 मिनट, if we say in India the average income is 11,000 rupees per annum, it is simply a fooling statement. Do you think the poorest of poor people जो राम मंदिर के सामने बैठे हुए हैं कटोरा लेके, उनको 11,000 रुपये मिल रहा है, और am I earning 11,000 per annum, और नरेंद्र मोदी is earning 11,000, और what you call that Ambani earning 11,000? It is a fooling statement. So average को तो भूल जाइए, एवरेज तो हमने ऐसे ले लिया, द एवरेज टेम्परेचर की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं। देयर आर सम प्लेसेस वेयर द टेम्परेचर इज इंक्रीज टू ए ग्रेटर एक्सटेंट, देर आर प्लेसेस वेयर द टेम्परेचर हार्डली इंक्रीज. अब आप चले जाएंगे क्या कहते हैं दार्जिलिंग में, अगर आप चले जाएंगे कुल्लू में, इफ़ यू गो टू द मनाली, यू गो टू द लद्दाख, यू गो टू द जम्मू, वेयर द टेम्परेचर चेंजेस nominal, not at all, because there are no industries, there is no pollution, there is no other agents which is increasing the temperature. Where is the increase in temperature? If you go to Kanpur, you go to Ahmedabad, you go to Surat, you go to those places where there are a lot of industries, or you go to Delhi where there are a lot of automobiles. ठीक है, तो उन जगहों पे टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा, and their range in temperature is more than 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degrees during the peak summers. अभी तो कहते हैं कोटा में, पहले टेम्परेचर व्हेन आई केम इन कोटा समवेयर अबाउट 30 years बैक, ज़्यादा हो गए 30 years तो मेरे को पढ़ाते हो गए 32 साल तो, ठीक है. तो देयर आर अबाउट 37 years, हाँ 37 एग्जैक्टली. तो 37 years बैक व्हेन आई केम टू कोटा, द मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर यूज्ड टू बी समवेयर अबाउट 45, 40, 44, 43, 44 डिग्री सेल्सियस. और अभी कितना हो गया 48, समटाइम टचिंग 49. ठीक है. सो वी हैव अ ग्रेटर एक्सपीरियंस. नाउ यू एंड मी विल लिव सर्वाइव आराम से, बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग आवर माइक्रो हैबिटेट, एंड प्लस वी हैव गॉट सेवरल other type of mechanism, plus we are already animals which have constant body temperature. But what about those animals which are living on the road? What about those insects? What about the other type of worms and all which are living in the soil? There are several other organisms, stray dogs, ठीक है, and other animals. वो क्या करेंगे? So फिर क्या होता है? Their distribution is affected. तो देखिए recent years there has been growing concern about the gradual increase in the average global temperature. If this trend continues, would you expect the distributional range of some of the species be affected? Of course. ठीक है. चलिए नेक्स्ट पढ़ते हैं वाटर. यू नो अब कॉमनली कहते हैं बिन पानी सब सून, दैट इज नो वाटर नो लाइफ. लाइफ इज ऑलवेज फाउंड और सेटल्ड अराउंड द सोर्स ऑफ वाटर. ठीक है. वो जितने भी अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज थे, दे वर ऑल अराउंड द नाइल रिवर, एंड even today the best settlements are found in the Mesopotamia or in the Egypt and those regions. ठीक है, where they were settled around the Nile river. India, it's a country of rivers. We got plenty of rivers, so many rivers, and there are so many perennial rivers. So and that is why you see, that is one of the reasons that population of India is increased. That is one of the reasons. Now there are so many reasons, and now out of that one of the reason. Okay, weather conditions are also suitable in India. That is again the same reason, and there are many other reasons. पर मैं एक बात बता रहा हूँ. तो earlier civilization or settlements were always close to the water, because that there had a lot of fertility, there had a lot of production of plant products, and जहाँ plant ज़्यादा होंगे वहाँ animals भी ज़्यादा होंगे and all. Now you cannot imagine the same kind of conditions in the deserts where there are limited number of species. ठीक है, because there is not enough plants for the plants to grow, water for plant to grow, and there is no enough food for the animals to eat and drink water. So water is the most important factor influencing the life of organism. In fact, life on the earth is originated in the water, and sustainable is unsustainable without water. We already studied when we are in the class 11th that पानी की क्या क्या importance है हमारी body में. Water is the fluid medium, है ना. Water is giving shape to the body. Water is helping in the transport. Water is maintaining the temperature. Water is helping in the elimination of the waste. Water helping in the movement. ठीक है. तो कितनी सारी चीज़ें हैं जो पानी से ही चलती है. And all the lower organisms, it is all the body. And हम लोगों की बॉडी में there is nearly 70% water. There are organisms in which the body water is somewhere about 97%. ठीक है. तो पानी तो सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. तो its availability is so limited in the desert that only species adapted make it possible to live there. You cannot imagine that these cows and the buffaloes and the other animals, goats and sheep मिलेंगे, because they are adapted to live in the dry condition, arid condition. They will eat only those leaves and other any kind of leaf they can eat. Okay, and you see their urine is very highly concentrated. Their fecal matter is in the form of pellets, which is having literally 5 to 6% water, not even more than that, not more than that. So they are highly adapted to conserve water. है ना, that is not same with the cows and the buffaloes and the dogs and other organisms. ठीक है, the productivity and the distribution of the plant are so heavily dependent on water that you might think that the organism living in ocean, lakes and rivers should not have water related problem, but it is not true. Even the organisms which are living in water, they are constantly thrived by the water. The fish which is living in fresh water have a problem saying that the water is keep on entering from all sides, because outside the water is 99.5%, say for example 0.5% impurities we may think, okay? And inside the fish the water is 70%. So water will always move from the region of higher concentration to the lower concentration. Of course they got scales and they got other mechanism to prevent the entry, yet they are not completely isolated. Okay? So water will enter in their body. Now they have mechanism to remove excess of water with the help of their kidneys. So their kidneys are not consuming water. The kidneys are not conserving water, so their Henle's loop are not very big. We have already studied in class 11 the Henle's loop. We have studied there are two type of Henle's loop, cortical and medular. Okay? Those which are reaching up to the medulla, that is the Henle's loop which are deep enough, those are able to conserve water. Cortical can't conserve water. So in उस तरह के हैं. So they will elicit more and more water, but the salt will accumulate. ठीक है, उसके लिए क्या है, इनको फिर क्या अपना गिल्स का सहारा लेना है. और ऑन द अदर हैंड क्या है, ऑन द अदर हैंड सी फिश में क्या होगा, दे विल लूज वाटर and in order to maintain the lost water they will drink lot of water they drink. और जब वो खूब सारा पानी पिएंगे तो क्या होगा, they are losing water plus salt, तो इनको सॉल्ट की कमी हो जाएगी, तो देयर गिल्स विल इनटेक ऑफ सॉल्ट. ओके, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, दे आर लूजिंग मतलब वाटर फॉर मेंटेनिंग दैट वाटर दे विल ड्रिंक लॉट ऑफ वाटर, एंड व्हेन दे आर ड्रिंकिंग लॉट ऑफ वाटर, तो वाटर हैज गॉट सॉल्ट. पानी तो वो निकाल देंगे, ठीक है, बहुत कम, पर सॉल्ट विल कीप ऑन एक्यूमुलेटिंग इन देयर बॉडी एंड देयर गिल्स विल बी एक्चुअली modified to remove the. तो ये गिल्स का अनदर रोल हो गया यहाँ पे. ठीक है, सो ये थिंकिंग that organisms which are living in sea and the lakes and the rivers and all, they will not have any problem of water, it is wrong. ठीक है, तो ये आप याद रखना कि वो इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. तो you might think that the organisms which are living in the ocean, lakes, rivers may not face any water related problem, but it is not true for aquatic organism. The quality, that is the chemical composition, pH and the water become important. ठीक है, the salt concentration measured in the salinity per parts per thousand is less than 5% in the inland water and 30 to 35% in sea water. ठीक है, so that is again posing a problem. तो मैंने यहाँ पर आपको बता दिया. फिर वही है, that is जो lower range of salinity को tolerate कर सकते हैं, they are called stenohaline, and those which can tolerate the larger range of the salt concentration in water, they are called euryhaline. ठीक है, तो ये आपको क्या कहते हैं वाटर के बारे में हो गया. नेक्स्ट इज लाइट. लाइट इज अगेन अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर बिकॉज लाइट इज नेसेसरी फॉर फोटोसिंथेसिस. Light is necessary for photosynthesis, and photosynthesis or light is directly required for their productivity. So more productivity, more sustainability of the ecosystem. जहाँ productivity नहीं होगी, where there is light not enough, there the problem will be there. Now the organisms may adapt themselves accordingly. ठीक है, another thing, light and temperature goes hand in hand because the source for both is same, that is the sun. ठीक है, तो देखिए, since plants produce food through photosynthesis. Now one more thing I just forgot. Now light is not only required for food, light is also controlling several other activities. It is controlling germination of seed, it is controlling flowering of the seed, it is controlling the fruit, ripening of the fruit, it is controlling what you call migration and other type of activities. So there are a lot of activities which are controlled by the light. So since plants produce food through photosynthesis, a process which is only possible when the sunlight is available as a source of energy, we can quickly understand the importance of the light for the living organism, particularly autotrophs. Many species of the small plant, that is herb and shrubs, which are growing in the lower regions, in the tall canopies trees in the forest. Trees are 30, 40, 50 feet, 60, 70 feet tall, and they got the branches and the leaves so dense that there is hardly any light reaching onto the ground. Okay? If you go to any thick canopy forest, you will find that there is hardly any light. Yet there are some small plants there, and these plants are highly adapted to carry out their life activities with the minimum light, the diffused light, not direct sunlight. Okay? They are able to survive, and they are able to carry out their activities in the diffused light. ठीक है, तो ये देखिए ये लिखा है, many species of the small plants, herbs and shrubs growing in the forest are adapted to photosynthesize optimally under very low light condition because they are constantly overshadowed by the tall canopy trees. Many plants are also dependent on sunlight to meet their photoperiodic movements requirements, like flowering, and many animals too. Light is important as they have their diurnal or seasonal variation, reproduction and migration. ठीक है, reproduction ज़्यादातर एनिमल्स में सीजनल होता है, एक्सेप्ट दोज विच आर लिविंग इन a what you call narrow conditions, or like human being, where we are artificially maintaining conditions around us. तो microhabitat वालों के लिए ये प्रॉब्लम जनरली नहीं होती है, बट द अदर है. ठीक है, तो वो सीजनल है. ठीक है, तो seasonal variation in the light intensity, that is called duration photo period as cue for timing for foraging, कि वो कब चरने जाएंगे, कब खाना खाने जाएंगे. ठीक है, there are some animals which goes in the night, nocturnal animal. There are some animals, most of the animals goes in the day. कुछ होते हैं शाम को जाते हैं जब लाइट कम होती है और. ठीक है, तो they have different type of conditions. ठीक है, the availability of the light on the land closely linked with the temperature, since the source for both of them is same. ठीक है, but deep, that is 500 meter in ocean, then perfectly dark. ठीक है, perpetually dark, कोई सोर्स ही नहीं है. And the animals there hardly knows that existence of any celestial bodies. उनको पता ही नहीं है सन, स्टार, मून कुछ होते भी हैं, because they are not seen light. So what is the need of eyes there, है ना? But these are there, है उनमें, लेकिन वो क्या कर सकते हैं, नहीं है तो नहीं है ना. There are some of the animals there which are surviving in those places. उनके पास में फोटो क्या कहते हैं, they emit light. ठीक है, तो कुछ टाइप की कंडीशन हो सकती हैं. फोटोसिंथेसिस will not be able to possible in the deep land. So that is one of the reasons, that is the photosynthesis, the total productivity is less in the seas and more in the land. Okay, तो वो हम आगे पढ़ेंगे. The spectral quality of the solar radiation is also important for the life. The UV component of the spectrum is harmful for many of organisms, while not all color components are visible of the visible spectrums are available on the marine plants and living at the different depth. ठीक है, तो सबसे अच्छी लाइट जो होती है वो अपर रीजन से मिलती है. तो मैक्सिमम फोटोसिंथेसिस टेक प्लेस अप टू ए डेप्थ ऑफ 2, 3, 4 मीटर्स, नॉट बिलो दैट. उसके बाद द स्पेक्ट्रम इज क्वाइटली ग्रेटली कट एंड द लाइट विल नॉट रीच टू दैट एक्सटेंट. सो द फोटोसिंथेसिस विल नॉट बी एज गुड, एज इफेक्टिव एज विच इज डन ऑन द upper level. So we will find mostly floating plants and phytoplanktons which are the producers in the deep sea. Okay, that's all for today, children. And the next class, that is Monday, we will study the soil, and next week I will complete this chapter. Thank you.